Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm Irfan Khairi from IK Institute of Business Dubai, and today I'm with two amazing people. My BFF Peter Gould, founder of founder of Peter Gould Art, and also my soon-to-be BFF Muhammad Faris from Productive Muslim. Okay,
Excellent.
and both of these amazing people will be the speakers of Empowered Muslim, which will be on 9th and 10th of October, very soon. Yeah, guys. Assalamualaikum, guys. How are you?
Excellent.
Excellent.
Good, man.
How's it
Good.
going? Yeah, we're doing great, man. We've
Chilling in
been
Sydney.
chilling in Sydney. Yeah, trying to get him to stay, but he just can't wait to get to Malaysia tomorrow. So,
chilling,
but
chilling in Sydney. Faris, what are you doing in Sydney?
So we're doing some workshops here, Productive Muslim workshops, and inshallah, and also looking at the market here in Sydney and how to develop some productive training workshops here, inshallah.
So your next stop is going to be Malaysia, and then you're going straight to Dubai for Empowered Summit. Yeah.
Yep, the manager doing book launch and then come to Empowered Summit, excited, one of the largest first and global Muslim entrepreneurship summits.
yeah,
So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Something that I can't wait to get there, inshallah.
Excellent. And Abu Productive, and as an author, what would you say your favorite chapter? Which part of your book that you enjoyed most writing? Can you share that with the viewers?
Oh, definitely chapter 2, which talks about faith and productivity, Islam productivity, looking at how what is it that Islam offers to the world of productivity, trying to explore that, and what are the things that are the misconceptions, the faith misconceptions that are ruining our productivity as an ummah. So that was a really interesting chapter, and I really enjoyed writing that.
Yeah. What are you going to share on, during the event, Empowered Muslim?
Empowered
Summit, sorry.
Yeah, I'll definitely be looking at talking about for helping entrepreneurs developing a prophetic routine that will help them achieve success in their entrepreneurship. So we're going to talk about the prophetic routine and how that helps you achieve entrepreneurship success as Muslims. So really exciting things that are linking faith, personal development, productivity, inshallah. So I'm looking forward to share that with all of every attendance, inshallah.
I can't wait to attend that. I'm going to be in the front row for that because I need your tips. That's cool.
Awesome.
Definitely, I'm looking forward for that. Peter, the branding master, the branding expert, the branding Yoda. I got a question for you, Peter. Which one is easier, branding a person, a personal branding, or branding a product? What's your take on that?
I would say definitely a person, because a person is truly unique and it's authentic. There's only one Irfan Khairi. There's only one Muhammad Faris. Productive Muslim. There's and that is uniquely you and your personality. Nothing's fabricated. You don't have to make anything up, and you should. But when you come to a product, you have to create the story around that, the history. You have to connect people's emotions to that. So, but where you can have a powerful combination is where you combine the two. So if you have a strong personality and personal brand influencing a product or a service, and probably here Muhammad Faris is a really good example of that, because he himself is he's not just talking theoretically like an academic, he's actually doing these things, and he's inspiring people and has many students like yourself, who are benefiting from that. So yeah, having a strong personal brand should be I would say a priority for everybody, regardless of what you're doing or where you're doing. Work on your own brand and making sure it's really strong and people understand who you are, what you're about.
That is excellent answer. And Peter, how about you? What are you going to share on Empowered Summit?
Well, I was just going to get up and dance on stage and see how it goes.
No, I'm looking forward for that.
I'll be front row seat.
No. I'll just scare everyone off the summit straight away. No, actually, I'm so excited about the event. I just think it's a brilliant concept and well due in terms of timing. So the caliber of presenters and attendees is very high, and it's really a tribute to Hodan, mashallah, the organizer, and and circles of friends around us. I'm looking forward to all of the speakers and learning a lot. I noticed they put me right up front in terms of the schedule, so the pressure is on. I'm going to be sweating trying to deliver a good talk, but my talk is really going to be about, first of all, understanding the global ecosystem of Muslim startups and entrepreneurship that's happening, and why now is a good time to really explore that if you're interested, and two, how you can to take your idea into a global brand. So, starting with some problem or something you're trying to work on, and how branding works. And I'll go through a few basics, but then show a few examples of, some really cool brands that are emerging, and, just some ways people can do that with their own brand. inshallah.
That is cool. That is smart, bro. I'm looking forward for that. Back to Abu Productive.
Sure.
One of my favorite to-do things is waking up early in the morning to be more productive. And like the hadith saying that rizki and barakah is early in the morning. Can you share with the viewers? I mean, what's the scientific explanation for that?
So I think it's not about, actually studies have shown that it doesn't matter what time you wake up,
Mm-hmm.
what is what you do when you wake up. So a lot of people may wake up early, but they were wasting their time spending on Facebook and YouTube. That's not really the most productive way of spending the morning. So really what you do in those early hours makes a huge difference. And that the fact that in the early hours is when you have the most willpower, and that's when you have also the most control of your life. So if you start on a positive note, and you get some kind of success momentum. If they say successful people, for example, they make up their own beds, right? Because that immediately is achieving things, but that gives that success momentum. If I knock off my list, made that bed, they kind of gets the momentum for the rest of the day. So it sets the tone for the rest of the day. And that's why the power of those early hours, if you wake up early, is that you get that success momentum nice and early, and you get your quality, focused, distraction-free work done. That's why you should never check your phone when you wake up. And that's also why it makes a huge difference to the rest of the day. It sets the mood the rest of the day, basically.
Unless you're watching Irfan Khairi videos in the morning, that's okay, because then you'll feel motivated the rest of the day.
That's it. Momentum, right?
That is amazing. Back to you, Peter. Peter, I know branding is important, and many entrepreneurs out there knows that branding is important. However, what will be the best way to brand a product if you don't have that much capital? You don't have much money to brand your product.
Yeah, so the thing is about many people think of it in terms of branding or design or even things like logos as something you kind of do to help package the product or the service at the end, to sort of help present it, make it look good. The reality is you should start much earlier, and rather than think of your brand as something like a visual thing that you add, it's actually the core experience that you want to design. So your brand, if you think about Uber, you don't use Uber because it has a nice logo. You don't use Google because it has a pretty font. No, you use it because it's a good experience and it works. So think about from the start, what experience are you designing? When someone first hears about your site or your product, or the first time they use the app, what's the experience? Or maybe it's a store or something physical they buy. What can you do that's unique and really engaging and memorable and different? That doesn't cost anything to think of it that way. So that's just think about it in terms of designing a really strong experience, so good that people want to tell their friends about it. That's free. That doesn't cost anything. And in fact, that's where you want to aim to be at. So yeah, that's really the cheapest way. But definitely you want to invest in a good design team as well. We happen to know some here, so that's good.
Yeah.
But
There you go.
yeah, it helps. But yeah, you're pointing over that way. What's over there? But yeah, you need that. Think of your brand as your experience and the journey you create, not as a label you stick on at the end.
All right, wonderful. You guys are amazing. And Peter and Faris, what will be your final words of encouragement to get people sign up right now for Empowered Summit on the 9th and 10th of October at Dubai World Trade Center?
Okay, final words of advice. Don't take phone calls in the middle of a Skype call. Oh, I'm just trying to call me, sorry. I would say, I really think this will be a life-changing event for a lot of attendees. It's going to be a massive burst of inspiration and practical tips, and it's worth just getting over there just for be among the people that are around you, full of energy and practical advice and success. It'll be just inshallah, an incredible event. So that's my sales pitch.
And definitely, I mean, if you think to start a business in the Muslim space, or just trying to be a Muslim entrepreneur and trying to meet other entrepreneurs who've done it, being there, or who are doing it, and you see live examples, I think Empowered Summit is a great one. It's a global thing. It's not a localized feature, it's a global event. So, I mean, we live in a global community, and I can't wait to meet everybody and be inspired myself personally in terms of reaching out to the whole global entrepreneurship community. So yeah, come along and don't procrastinate and sign up your tickets today.
All right, thank you so much, guys. And for the viewers out there, don't miss these two amazing people, my favorite people on earth. And inshallah, I'll meet you guys very, very soon. Assalamualaikum.
Bye.
See you guys. Bye.